Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the official He-Man and the Masters of the Universe YouTube channel. My name is James Eatock and I'm here to bring you another piece of trivia. This time I'm going to talk about a scene near the end of the Season 1 episode Dawn of Dragoon.
Come out and play with me, frog face!
Play nice, He-Man. In the episode, Dragoon, the villain of the story, is trying to cause He-Man to fall into the bottomless hole of Trolla, or, as he so dramatically puts it, the bottomless hole of Trolla. Something like that. It's basically one of those places that if you fall into, you ain't ever coming back. Anyway, at one point during the battle, Dragoon picks up a huge boulder but fails to notice the vines entangling him. Clearly his peripheral vision isn't all that good. Thus when he throws the boulder, he takes an unexpected journey of his own. Luckily for him, the vines catch on a protrusion and the villain simply hangs there, performing his best "I don't wanna die" face. He-Man, being the hero of the show, naturally rushes to his aid. Hooray! And they all live happily ever after. However, this wasn't the original plan for the end of the episode. This page, included in the storyboard, reveals that there were a great many changes made to the episode as production neared completion. As these storyboards show, based on the original script, the plan was to have Dragoon charge at He-Man, prompting the most powerful man in the universe to leap out of harm's way, with Dragoon subsequently falling into the bottomless hole of Trolla, with no He-Man rescue whatsoever. Not only that, but after He-Man saves Battle Cat, the two of them muse over the demise of Dragoon without much care. And is it me or does it look like He-Man's smiling as he says, "No, he fell into his own trap. Now he is doomed to fall forever." A nice sense of compassion there, He-Man. Reading the dialogue and looking at these panels, it doesn't feel like something He-Man would do or say. And obviously the heads at Filmation felt the same way, because at the 11th hour, changes were hurriedly made to the production. So late were the changes made that, most amazingly of all, these sequences of Dragoon falling to his doom were actually laid out and animated. Sadly, the footage no longer exists, as it would have ended up on the cutting room floor back in 1983. That said, in this promotional image from the series, we can clearly see Dragoon falling into the bottomless hole of Trolla. You can see Battle Cat holding on for dear life and actually looking at Dragoon as the villain falls over the edge. Now you may be thinking, meh, what's the big deal? Or, why did they change it? You have to remember this was the early 80s and cartoons were still very cautious when it came to any acts of violence, let alone the villains perishing at the end of the episode. Plus Filmation were a studio that encouraged moral values and resolution to some extent, so they couldn't end the episode with the villain falling to his doom forever. Looking back, it was almost definitely the right decision to make, as He-Man's moral stance would not allow a villain to perish. As He-Man himself says in the amended ending, "I believe in saving lives. I may be your..." No, I'm going to stop with the He-Man impressions and let him say it for me.
I may be your enemy, but you're not mine.
Personally, even as a kid, I never really bought the change in Dragoon's character at the end of the episode and was always hoping he would show up again as a villain, but sadly that never happened. He kind of does show up again in the She-Ra episode Into the Dark Dimension, but in that particular episode he is a character known as the Dark One, and he is also, as you can see, a great deal taller. And with regards to Faker's fall into the abyss, that doesn't count, he was a robot. And that's it my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, feel free to leave comments below, and if you have yet to do so, please subscribe to the channel.